Hey everyone, it's Craig and Ryno, and we're here at Halloween Horror Nights 26.
Very sweaty, yeah.
Yeah, we're sweaty. It's the first night. We're going to go on a VIP tour with media. We're going to see all the houses, the shows. That
Very
person, those people.
Everybody.
It's going to be a good spooky time.
We're nervous.
I'm nervous.
Let's go.
What's this area here?
This is Chance in Hell.
Media.
Oh, Rhino, you scared?
I'm a little nervous. The sun's not even down yet, and I'm already a little jumpy. So this should be interesting. Very. That's a look. That's a good look. It's a summertime look. I just love how exciting it all is. It's all very exciting when they're getting ready for the evening. They just start, blowing out the smoke, and you can kind of see everything, and it's kind of crazy. That guy almost walked right into me. Oh, there's the clown.
It's been a while since we last checked in. We are on the way to Halloween, Hell Comes to Haddonfield. Our first house of the night. It's going to be scary.
I'm nervous because Halloween was my favorite house 2 years ago. It was my favorite house in Hollywood last year. So I have high hopes to be scared, the Jesus to be scared right out of me.
I'm going to be scared too. So we will let you know how we feel as soon as we are out of the house. Rhino, what'd you think of Halloween?
I got really scared in that house. It's a little, I will say my fear is a little quelled by looking through the lens, but at the same time it's kind of okay, I've got to look down, I've got to look over, I've got to be because not only am I trying to work and be where are the scares coming from, I've got to get them, but also, please don't scare me. There was one point where I was trying to follow where everyone was going, and I missed the turn, and I went to go through this area, and I couldn't go through, and I was like, oh God, I've gotten lost in the hospital. And it was worst nightmare realized. And I think that's a good testament to the house, though.
Yeah, no, the house, it really takes you into the movie Halloween 2 in a perfect way. I know because I just watched it this morning before we came to the event. It's really fun. Tons of Michael Myers again, just like in the last iteration of the house.
The finale is great too. I really like that end scene.
Yeah, no, seeing Michael Myers burning alive just like in the movie, great. So we are moving on to our second house. I think it might be Tomb of Ancients. They haven't told us yet, but that's the next house that's right beside in the tents area. So
a lot of hammer pants in this one. Oh no, wait, that's the other one. I'm sorry.
No, that was Survivor Died.
Yeah.
It's a terrible joke that he tried to make earlier. So we'll check back in after the next house, let you know how it was. We just finished doing Tomb of the Ancient, followed by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think we're scared now.
Okay, well, I'm going to say this about Tomb of the Ancients. I have a cartilage piercing, and it's a pressure ball piercing, and the pressure ball hasn't been in since I worked for Disney because I had to snap it out. And it's really hard to get back in if anybody has one of those. So all the stuff hanging down in Tomb of the Ancients, something got caught in my earring a couple times and started tugging on my ear. So that's definitely my worst nightmare. So that house was extra scary for me. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable. They even had the flashing bulb, I thought that was a really, really good touch.
Oh, totally. Tomb of the Ancient for me tonight was very hit or miss. There was
the puppet at the end was really good though.
Yeah, there was a couple good scares in it, but very, very hit or miss. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good tonight. We hit everything perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of leather faces.
Yeah, it was
unexpected.
It was excellent. It is bounced back up higher on my list. So
yeah.
I don't know where we're going next, but whenever we have an idea, we'll tell you. Okay, Rhino, thoughts on The Walking Dead? We just did that one.
I think it's the best Walking Dead house I've ever been in, but I also feel like I had this whole feeling the whole time that we are missing something. Like, there's a lot of iconic moments, but when you go into the mayor's office and there's all the severed heads, it was kind of like, well, where's the mayor? Where's the daughter? Where's Angela? What's her name? Not Angela. The one that was sleeping with the mayor from their town.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, either way.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like, where's the guy who owned the camper in the beginning, who was my favorite character, and I can't remember his name
Herschel.
anymore.
No, Herschel was the farmer.
Herschel was like the pseudo replacement. Dale.
Dale, yeah.
Whereas Dale, you know, it felt like, in just a couple of moments, it wasn't like I felt like that the whole way, but it was definitely like there should have been a Dale character being eaten. There should have been a mayor. There should have been a Michonne with a sword in that office.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it.
Could have been better with that, but...
But I also thought the finale of that house was phenomenal.
Yep. So,
Scary zombie.
we are about to head into Ghost Town.
I'm very excited for this.
Curse of Lightning Gulch.
I'm a fan of a Western, so I'm hoping this is going to be a lot of fun, a lot of cool lightning effects, but you've done it, I know you know, but...
We'll let you know what we think whenever we get out. Rhino.
Yeah.
We just got out of Ghost Town.
Sure did.
Curse of Lightning Gulch.
Sure did. Girls yelling shots at me very aggressively. That guy hit me in the wiener with his camera.
Oh.
It hurt a little bit.
There we go. So, again, my second time going through this house now, and I am so impressed as an original creation.
I'll tell you my favorite scene is when you're outside of the saloon and like the wind is whipping up and they're like firing the cannon back and forth. I thought that part was really cool. I like any house that really adds the weather as part of the environment.
The effects,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, brings that into it. It really elevates the house to a whole new level.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a house when you're like, this is a ghost town, so it's kind of like a desert storm, you know?
And it's also a very long house. So there's lots of details all throughout it. So between the length, between the level of detail, the different environments.
It's got a very intricate story, it seems like it's telling too. You can tell that right away.
Yeah. So we are now down to, I think, 3 houses left. The Exorcist, American Horror Story, and Krampus. Unless I can't remember other ones that we haven't done yet. But after we're done with the next house.
Wait, 3D.
Oh, we still have chance too, yeah. So we have 4 more houses to go. So, and plus Bill and Ted.
Yeah. But I'm telling you right now, the R.I.P.
It's a terrible movie.
Yeah. R.I.P. tour. If this is how it goes, the way they're taking us around right now, it's totally worth the money. Because we have, the guy has given us a little bit of like, okay, here's the intro to the house. We go in the house, we move on to the next one. Like, it feels very efficient and very, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting the most out of it.
Whoa, agree. As we weave in and out of traffic, I think we might be going to Exorcist next, which I'm very excited if we are.
I'm super excited for this one.
So we will let you know how whatever is whenever we're done. We have a little bit to update you on since the last time we've talked. I believe we haven't spoken since...
We didn't do American Horror Story, The Walking Dead, or Chance, and then Bill and Ted, right?
We did Horror Story, didn't we?
No, because I feel like I didn't. I talked to you about it, but I didn't talk to the camera. Well, even if we did, I'm going to talk about it again real quick. I think American Horror Story got right everything that Walking Dead got wrong. I think that American Horror Story did a great job of having the iconic characters there and having them, like, it was their dialogue from the show with the actor mouthing the whatever. So it was like the bearded lady. You know, Elsa's getting her legs chopped off. You know, you saw the Countess from Hotel. It was all those characters there. And it's what The Walking Dead was lacking, the governor, you know, stuff like that. And I think they nailed it when it came to that stuff. I honestly think they went a little too overboard. They should have just stuck with one season and just done that.
But The Exorcist, I think, is still the best house.
Oh, yeah. I will say, like, it's spooky because you get so familiar with the surroundings because you're like, oh, well, this is the part in the movie. But then like they said, it's an interpretation of the movie from Reagan's perspective. And so, you know, if you're not familiar with the movie, when the priest jumps out the window, spoiler alert, he dives down and you're like, oh, this is him going into hell. And they did a really interesting version of that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, they did. And then we just finished up.
The pea soup too was really cool. They made it smell like pea soup in there.
Yeah, no, I love that house. I think it is solid, still remains solid.
Very, very unsettling.
We just finished up Lunatics Playground 3D. I liked it actually better this time than I did the first time that I went through it. It's still not a perfect house, but it's, you know, it's a solid house.
I'm never crazy about the 3D houses. It's a lot of neon paint. Because it's like not 3D, it's like fireworks 3D.
And strobe lights.
Yeah, so, I mean, with that said, it's not bad. It's just like, I don't know, clowns are not my thing, so they don't scare me, they just make me feel weird. And not in the way where it's like, oh, scary weird. It's just kind of like, ugh, I don't like you either way, so, I don't know.
Yeah, but there is one thing that is legitimately bad this year.
Oh my god, Bill and Ted was so terrible. And I am the person who, like, you give me dancers without their clothes on, I will find the silver lining anywhere you can. It was, like, the tribute to David Bowie and Prince was like a nice thought, but they were both women in the show. Why did they have to be played by women? I feel like they were making fun of them. I don't know, and it just kind of was like they were talking about so much stuff that was irrelevant. Like, it was written by somebody who was like 20 years older than us, and was like making fun of how we talk. Like, oh, this album gives me life right now, and I can't even. Oh, we can't even what? Finish the sentence? Ha ha ha. That's not funny to me. That's how we talk.
Yeah, it was a big miss. Very disappointing because it's usually a staple
Like,
of
not
the
even
event.
like a single part. There's not even a part where I'm like, ah, that was kind of funny. I like the one Ghostbuster dance a little bit.
I would say still see it yourself. Make the ultimate opinion on it because we are who we are. You might not agree with us, but yeah, we have one house left. Oh, spooky, scary.
Men becoming wolves. Oh, no, wait. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves.
So we have Krampus left. We're about to go do that, and then we are done from the night. We're not
Lens flare. I'm like J.J. Abrams over here.
We're not going to get a chance to
Star Trek.
experience Academy of Villains tonight,
Oh.
which I'm sorry, we'll have to come back and do it because it's incredible.
I will say this before we even do the last house. This evening definitely warrants more than one visit.
I completely agree with that, but we'll let you know how we feel about Krampus, and then we'll give you our final thoughts. Boo!
Star Trek. We're alive.
We are alive. We have survived Halloween Horror Nights 26. We took a chance
Oh, boo!
on survival, and we survived. So, okay, the last place we left off was, I believe, Krampus.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
You know, it was a little bit of a letdown for me, only because I felt like they were like, and we have the gingerbread men, and you get in there and they're stationary, they don't move. And they're like, oh, okay, the whole thing in the movie is the gingerbread man throws them. So, I don't know, it was a little bit of like, everything in there looked exactly the same. It was all these big-headed demons that were like lunging out at you, so. It was a little bit of a letdown. I don't think it's a bad house per se, but it just wasn't as intricate as the other house.
It's not a bad house because it blends two things, Halloween and Christmas. And for that reason, it ultimately is awesome. So we went through all 9 houses.
Yeah.
We did Bill and Ted's, and we went through all the scare zones. So give me your favorite house. Obviously, Bill and Ted's not your favorite show. You didn't even see Academy of Villains, but we know Bill and Ted's not your favorite show between the two.
I don't know, I'm so bummed out. Because every year, Bill and Ted always makes me think, oh, maybe that'll be my Halloween costume. This year I was like, no.
Nope. But give me your favorite house, favorite scare zone of the night.
The house one's tough. It's got to be one that at the end of the night, like, I distinctly remember. And I was really impressed with the American Horror Story house. I wish they had kept it to just one season, though, because they did such a wonderful job of kind of, like, painting you through the story that like we were in the basement of the murder house and then kind of worked our way up. I felt like we never got out of the basement of that house. Like there was so much they could have done, you know, like the hanging body or something. I don't know, but the Halloween house was very extensive and lots of scares in that house. So I think it's a draw for me between Halloween and American Horror Story right now.
What's your favorite scare zone?
That's a tough one because none of the scare zones really left me with anything. Actually, I'm going to say Hollywood, the Hollywood 1955 Hollywood Vampire.
Vamp 1955.
Yeah, because that one was.
Vamp 55.
They were all like, there was a fun story. All the actors were really into it. It was campy, but in a like good, fun way. It reminded me of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And the other ones were just kind of, just people in hoods running around.
Yeah, so after night one, well, technically second night for me since I was here on team member preview, but after official night one of it being over, I would say my favorite house is still The Exorcist. Something about it.
Oh, The Exorcist one was really good too. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
something about it's working. But it's very close to Halloween right now. I've done Halloween 3 times, more than any other house. So that's also a big plus. And Scare Zone, I have to agree with you. Right now, the Vamp 55 cast is just,
I just think
they're bringing it.
It's in an area that like really lends itself to the story, like obviously because it's on Hollywood.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I love when a house does that.
Yeah.
You know, I think when I come back again, I think Exorcist might actually bump up to my favorite. Because it's one of those houses where it lets the moments of the movie be those iconic moments in the house, but in the best of ways. So, I don't know.
Yep.
That's a really good one.
Well, I have my frequent fear pass, so you will see me here very, very often, and I will try my best to update you as I go with which houses are my favorite, which scare zones are my favorite, all that.
Yeah, I can do it in a second. One second. All right, cool.
So, well, Rhino's apparently going to go take a picture for someone. So I hope you enjoyed our thoughts on the first night of Halloween Horror Nights. And we will bring you our adventures from here as much as possible, as well as that guy. Probably not more than after tonight. And we will see you again later. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.